now on trail. My trail angels dropped me off after I set up my stuff at my campsite for tonight, and then they brought me to my starting point. And I'm excited to be on the trail. It's really a great day. It's like 16, 17 degrees, no mosquitoes, a bit of wind. It's nice and fresh, and I'm on a side trail heading toward the main trail. So I'm excited. So I'm glad you're coming along with me. Let's see how the day goes. I'm in the Lorry Forest, which is on top of Blue Mountain. And on one of the side trails. It's absolutely gorgeous today. So here I am, I'm just listening to the birds. Everything is so green because of all the rain we've had. The trail is fairly clear and easy to follow. I'm not going to get lost by any stretch of the imagination. You can see it there, it's gorgeous. And I'm just going to pay attention to my feet today. I have 2 pairs of shoes with me, and I have 2 pairs of good socks. And today is not going to be the day that I have any challenges with my feet. Hi, well, I'm 5 kilometers in and I found this gray little bench. So I'm just sitting and it is so quiet. I'm just listening to the trickling of the water. The gift of stillness is the greatest gift we can be given. I couldn't remember what I'd put in my pack because when I got to my Trail Angels farm, we were kind of all ready to go, and so I was putting things in my pack for my campsite and my pack for here so that we could go and drop everything off to be there when I arrive. So it's kind of like Christmas because I'm opening up this day pack and I'm finding my muffin, my banana, and then I know I have peanut butter and jam sandwiches. Each time I stop, I take my boots off and I air out my socks because I want to give these socks the best chance to live up to their label, which was guaranteed blister free. So we'll see if they meet the challenge. I made my oboe hiking boots today, which are really comfortable and I love them. However, my feet still get pretty warm. So I made a pact with myself today that I would stop every 5 kilometers and take my boots off, air my feet. And I have an extra pair of shoes and an extra pair of socks with me so I can swap them out if my feet get really sweaty. For reference, I'm on the Blue Mountains map of the Bruce Trail, so you can look that up. And I'm right about here in the Lorry Forest, right where my finger is, sitting in this beautiful spot. This is a great day hike. Lots of people out today, even though it's quiet right now. I think people are doing the loop, which takes them from their parking around and then back to the parking, so they're not coming this far up, which is nice for me because then I get the quiet. I can hear a road, so I'm coming out on the 21st side road. A good challenge. Wow. So this is a 130 heart rate challenge as I am making my way up this stony path. Some beautiful rock here. Just gotta watch my step. And make my way. Look at all the roots making steps. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I just know, oh, there's a beautiful little bench for someone who wants to sit and have a rest. However, I just stopped and had a snack a little while ago. It's about 4 kilometers ago, 3 kilometers ago, so I'm gonna keep moving. It's going to be just a grassy path. Look at that ahead. Just a nice grassy path. Maybe it's a road allowance that's never been made into a road. So I'll just be able to travel along as we travel along. Whew. And the farmer is kind enough to have cut around the field to give a pathway. Look at that. Not sure what those signs used to say. Here I am on the main trail. I just came off of the 18th side road. And as I'm coming off, I've realized that this is part of the loop that my friend Val and I did early in the year when there was still a lot of snow on the ground. So it's going to be fun to take this trail again and really enjoy it now that it's full foliage and fully green. So I'll bring you along with me for a little bit so that you can see what this trail looks like. It's beautiful up in this Blue Mountain area. I strongly suggest that you come up for a hiking day if you like to get out into the bush and enjoy a really great trail. How are ya? I know I'm doing great. I'm up on about 14.5 kilometers, and the section I just came through was absolutely stunning. I took photos and I will post them after this little video clip so you can see them, but the photos I don't think will do it justice. There's one photo that I sent to my friend while I was out here, and I was saying to her that the one boulder that's hanging out over the edge is the size of a smart car. But it's hard to tell that because you have no perspective in the photo. But this is what it's like in this Beaver Valley area, because it's where the escarpment really shows up. And Old Baldy is up here in Kimberley, and I'm just a little bit southeast, I think it is, of Ravenna, through that section of the Bruce, and it really is incredible. We are so blessed to live in this area. I was raised here in the Beaver Valley, lived in Heathcote until I was about 20. I do love this area over here. So as I come up, I'm probably going to do about 18 and a half today. And then I will set up camp for the night. So I will take you along and let you check out my camp when I get there and get it all set up. So I'll talk to you in a bit. Hi, well, I'm back to what is lovingly called the Grassy Knoll. It's my home for the night, and it's a friend of mine who has a farm not far off the trail in this area, so he gave me permission to camp on his property. So I'm just in the midst of now starting to organize myself for the night. I did 20.26 kilometers today, and it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. I was on the trail for about 6 hours total, so that was a good day. It was a good day for me. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm really looking forward to now getting my camp set up here. I need my Danielle here to tell me where the best spot would be to put my tent, but I don't have her. So I guess I'll have to figure it out all by myself. Voila! One tent set up. So here I am. Got my tent set up. Got my food bag still hanging over there. I've got my sleeping bag hanging out over there just so that I can start and plump up with some air because it's a down one and so it needs to expand. So I just left it hanging over there and charged my phone a little bit, and so I'm pretty well set up. I got my air mattress blown up and got my pillow here, and actually got my other little pillow up here. So I have comfort, my pajamas, and I think I'm pretty well set. It's been a great day, and I'm gonna get out my cook system in a few minutes, and I'm gonna make myself some supper. But I may do my errands first because I can cook and hang out here in the dark, but it's hard to get back here in the dark, so I might go and do the things I wanted to do, which is do a little nip into the community and do my little errands and then come back and make my dinner when I come back. That was good too. So now I'm just kind of snuggled into my tent, and I'm just listening to the noises around me, getting used to them, getting accustomed to what I'm going to have for the night. There's a home not too far this way, so I can hear people chattering and talking, so that's kind of cool because it gives me a little bit of comfort being my first solo night. So I'm excited about this, and I've had a great day. I am going to finish up my evening, do some reading, and then I'm gonna snuggle in for the night. So I'll see you and catch up with you in the morning as I start my day. I'm hoping to do another 20 kilometers tomorrow because I'd really like to do 40-kilometer weekend. Good night. I'm off to bed. Bye for now. Well, good morning. It's about 7:10. And it was a cold night. It went down to about 11 degrees. So I am so glad I had my fleece coat with me because I was cold. But it's a gorgeous morning and a great day to be hiking.
You know, it was so quiet here last night. I could not believe it. There were no animals scuffling around at all. It was just peaceful. I got up in the night to go to the washroom, and the stars were incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's why I do this.
So just to give a little bit of reference, I just came from out that area, just actually to the left of these trees I was camped, and up there is the house that my friend owns, and this was the highway I could hear last night, and I was just tucked in those trees back there. So I'm now on my way up the highway to catch up with the trail. Okay, so it was 1.11 kilometers, that's a good number. And that's where we left off last night and moved then down to our campsite. And this morning, I'm gonna just go across here, across the road, and pick up where I left off and head back into the bush. So here we are, on the trail again. It's very wet, very, very wet this morning. So I have to make sure to pick up my feet, because if you drag your feet through this, my feet will be so wet. They're going to get wet anyway, but dragging them along. Look at these beautiful berries. I have no idea what they are. If anybody knows, put it in the comments, because I'd be curious to know what they are. They're all around here. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to put some miles on. Catch up with you later. as I come through this beautiful opening, I came in and the sun is shining, and then it just brings me into this very interesting pine and cedar area that's very dark, and this is what life is like sometimes. You're going along in a path and it's sunny and beautiful. Everything is fine, and then something happens that puts you into the stark and the dark and the foreboding. Now, while this forest is absolutely beautiful, it still gives that feeling of eeriness because of its presence. Okay, change of direction to the right. So let's go and see what's ahead. This reminds me of the Bella Coola Highway. Boy, you wouldn't want to fall in here. People have a hard time finding you. Look at that tree. And as I say, these rocks are deceiving in the sense that this rock right here in your vision now is the size of a smart car. Massive. Okay. I think I need 2 hands for this, don't you? All right. Change of direction with the blue blaze, with a change of direction down there, and another blue blaze down there. So that tells me I'm going to climb down here. Wow. That got me to the bottom of this gully. That was cool. So I'm looking forward to that. I may have to come back this way because I'm already at 7.29 kilometers and my goal today was 20. And this loop makes it 9 kilometers, but then I still have 6 to get back to the house, which would make it about a 25 to 27 kilometer day, and I'm not ready to do that. So I may end up just sort of linearly going in and then just sort of turning and coming back. So I may have to climb that, so that would be fun too. Anyway, catch up with you in a bit. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. I'm going to hang on to a tree and I'm going to suspend the camera out over the edge to see if I can get any sort of a downward view. Not getting much other than the ledge, but it goes way down. And there are people down below who are climbing and enjoying the challenge. Root systems is what holds these trees on these rocks, because there's certainly no soil, very little soil, very little soil. I'll hang out over the edge. You see down there. Beautiful. So This is me coming up the other side because I didn't end up going back. What I did is came up the 10th and met back up with the trail, so I did cut off some kilometers, but it still meant I could do a loop. And that's so much more fun doing a loop. It's about 1:30 on Sunday afternoon, and I have to listen to my feet, and if 37.64 is all I can do, then that's all I can do. So it's been a great couple of days, and I'm really glad that you wanted to watch my solo hiking trip and come along with me on this spiritual journey that I'm on. As a woman in the third trimester of my life, you know, in my 60s, it's challenging sometimes because I don't know where I want to go next. I don't know what I want to do. And so by keeping fit and keeping busy and keeping active and doing the things that make me feel good and I'm passionate about, seems to fulfill my life. If you want to know more about Danielle and I and Dance and Adventures and the things that we are doing, be sure to subscribe. So thanks again for coming along, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.